Hey guys, how you doing? It's Deontay here. This is the first week of the video updates for Dare to Be Different. I wanted to talk about this week. I wanted to talk about trusting God and taking leaps of faith and trusting Him. Because a lot of people feel that, like when storms and things like that come, or something so big, like we trust God, but sometimes maybe He's calling you to trust Him even more. And a lot of people usually say like new level, new devil kind of thing. The closer you get to Him, the more you trust Him, the more bigger things He asks of you, or the more bigger things you face. And I've been going through this non-stop, and you just trust Him throughout it all. Because something that God put on my heart was that if, say like you're facing a really tough decision, like I am right now, but just say like you're facing a really tough decision in your life, and you don't know what to do, and you're scared, or you're scared. God wants you to know, and just think about it. If you've made it this far, this entire time, you've made it through all the past big storms in your life, you made it through all the rough seasons in your life, all the tough times. You've made it this far. God's saying, why would He leave you now? I really feel like, we sometimes lose sight of that because of the storm that's in front of us. It's a giant bumblebee. So big, it's making a lot of noise. Anyway, when you're facing a big storm, don't freak out. Trust Him. Just trust Him. Okay? God started a work in your life for a reason, because He wants to use you, or He wants you to know Him on a more personal level. He's saying, have faith in me. I won't leave you. I always think about in the Gospels, it talks about the disciples. They're in a boat, and Jesus is out on the water, and there's this humongous storm going on around them, and they look out onto the water, and they see Jesus standing there, and Jesus says, "Come." The one person who gets out of the boat was Big Mouth Peter. All right, so Peter gets out of the boat. Okay, he doesn't look at the storm that's going on around him, doesn't notice the big strong winds, doesn't notice the rain, doesn't notice the huge waves, or maybe even the fact that he probably couldn't swim. Okay, he probably could. We don't know, but let's just say he probably couldn't swim. He just hears Jesus say, "Come," and he comes. And let's just say the closer he got to Jesus, the more intense the storm got. And so he got so close, within arm's reach of Jesus, and this storm got so bad that the very second he took his eyes off of Jesus and onto this raging storm around him, we got, tsunami winds, waves as big as him. Let's just say that this happened, right? And the very second he took his eyes off Jesus and he put his eyes on what was going on around him, he started drowning. So Jesus reached down and grabbed him and said, "Why did you doubt?" We face a lot of storms in our life. And sometimes we forget that God's right there. And He's saying, "Come, just look at me. Keep your eyes fixed on me. Don't worry about the things that go wrong around you. I have you. Do you trust me? Do you trust me? Come." And if you can do that, if you can, no matter what happens, you can trust Him, and you can go forward and trust Him, you'll make it. Think about it. You've made it this far with Him. Why would He leave you now? Trust Him. No matter how big the problem is, we have a bigger God. We have a bigger Dad. Trust Him. That's it.